Cool.
And joining us here today, of course, is Greg Riley and Moppet, or should I say Batman and Robin.
Try to be. I need to lose a lot of weight and I need to work out a lot bit more if I'm going to be actually the real Batman.
Well, I have to say this is the cutest Robin I've ever seen.
She's pretty cute. She's pretty cute.
Well, one of the reasons you're actually dressed up today, not only for Halloween, but also we're here to talk about Halloween safety for your pets. Tell us, what are some of the main things that you can get concerned about around Halloween for your pets?
Certainly, and I've been doing this for a few years, so obviously what we're going to be discussing really quickly is, obviously chocolate. And the biggest thing is a lot of people get really worried about is if their pet gets into chocolate or candy. And there's certain types of chocolate that are going to be more harmful than other chocolate. Now, if Moppet were to eat, like, say, a couple of M&Ms, chances are she's going to be fine. She may have a few little bit of dietary discretions, like, say, some diarrhea or something like that. That's going to be no problem. That'll just easily pass. But if you are really into baking at this time of the year, which I know a lot of people are, baker's chocolate, which contains theobromide, is the big ingredient in the big chemical compound that is very dangerous for your pet. And that could also cause a lot of damage and up to, obviously, unfortunately, could be very lethal to your pet.
Now, we were also talking about costumes. Sometimes costumes are very cute, but they can be tight looking.
They can be tight. You certainly, like with Miss Moppet right here, I can stick my hand down here and my fingers, and that's not going to cause any problems. There's some dogs that are going to be, and some cats are going to be more of a ham with their pets, with their costumes than others. So it's usually a good idea if you want to dress them up, just make sure that you can handle that. You can go to certain pet stores like, say, the Pet Food Center or PetSmart here in town and try on a couple of costumes for your pet and see how comfortable they are.
Basically, just make sure that they can breathe freely in it.
Breathe freely, and they're not too constricted, and they don't seem to be uncomfortable wearing it, so, yeah.
Okay. Moppet seems to be a fan of you this morning.
Yeah, I'm afraid of her too. Robin.
Well,
I have a question real fast about taking your pets like trick-or-treating or so. It's going to get cooler next week. What should we do to keep our pets warm if they're going to be out and about?
It really depends on the breed of dog. If you have a dog that's, say, a short coat, like, say, a Doberman or even a Chinese Crested, which I have, you may want to put on, like, say, some...
And if you don't know Chinese Cresteds, they're the bald dogs.
The bald dogs, yes, like my dog Pagan. You may want to have, like, a sweater or something like that for them. But the other big thing that you really want to take care of and take account of is that there's going to be a lot of children running around with costumes.
Sure.
Your pet may be actually intimidated or even fearful of these kids that are running around. So if there's a potential of a bite episode, you may not want to bring your pet with you on trick-or-treating. You may want to keep them home, keep them inside another room, or potentially crate them.
Okay.
Especially if they're normally a really good dog with kids, you may think they may be out of their element, so you're not expecting it, so you shouldn't misjudge them.
Don't misjudge them, and inevitably there'll be someone that'll come up to me and will say, my dog ate my wife's fingernail polish and ate a plate of cornbread or something like that. It's going to be no problem. But, chocolate can present a lot of problems for both cats and dogs. So certainly this time of the year, you may want to just keep an idea and keep them safe and sound.
Just keep it somewhere up away from them.
Keep them up away from them, yep.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us. And before we had to break, if you need to have any questions for Greg Riley, here's a number on your screen. You can contact him if you have any questions. Thanks for watching News 10 this morning.